So then tell me a little bit how, you guys have worked with some of the bowling space, because that obviously has its own kind of challenges with getting lanes and, how has that changed your offering at all, or how do you guys work with that?
Well, one of our largest bowling center customers has 14 centers,
Oh, wow.
and we have developed over the last couple of years a multi-location manager. So in a
Mm,
previous life, I was a marketing manager at a company that had about 20 remote offices, and I was supposed to collect all the data from those offices
hmm.
to roll them up into a common database. And that was like pulling teeth,
Yeah,
trying to get all of the different people to send me their data.
right.
So this multi-location manager just collects that automatically. That's email addresses, orders. So a
Mm.
manager with access to that can just look and see a report with pie charts or look at individual locations to see how they're doing.
Oh,
So that's
wow.
been
Okay.
a huge thing to see, okay, what center may need some attention, what promotions are working over here. So in addition to expanding their offerings, the ability to quickly on a dime change from, let's say, a Thanksgiving event at your center to a Christmas, a New Year's, a Super Bowl, and get that promotion quickly out the door to your
Hmm.
prospects is huge. You're not printing
Yeah.
flyers and putting them out and all this. It's instantly out there on the web.
Yeah. Right. So
So
quicker
that's,
turnaround time.
yeah.
Hmm.
So that's what we're doing. And most of our customers, pretty much all, have been first time users of really any e-commerce software. In
Yeah,
fact,
I could imagine.
yeah, so this is first time for them and they have a lot of questions. So it took a lot of education in the early days to help them see the benefits.
Hmm.
They were afraid of losing control over the process, or the big thing was lack of personal touch.
I
People
see.
won't feel
Right.
warm and friendly online if they do it that way.
Right.
I think over time, both of those things have been flipped on their head. Number one,
Yeah.
today, if you don't have an easy way for people to book, you're going to lose a lot of people right there.
Yeah, that's the expectation. Right.
Yeah. And it
Hmm.
turns out with a consistent, repeatable process like an online booking system, that's what you give your guests every time, an
Right.
online, consistent, repeatable process. It
Hmm.
removes the different personalities that could be involved when the phone rings and someone answers it at your center.
Right. Yeah, and then also if someone's busy, they can't pick up the phone or it's after hours. There's a lot of things there where that opens up that booking capability.
Well, in today's world where there's a shortage of staff and
Right.
customers are online like never before, it's a
Hmm.
perfect storm for what I call the moment of decision. So if you look at your
Mm.
average sales funnel, right at the
Yep.
bottom of the sales funnel, that's what I say, that's the moment of decision. How
Hmm.
you, the business, expect that customer to move forward.
Right.
You can, and I'm the moment of decision is when the client goes, the light bulb goes off and they say, hey, we're going to go to this bowling center,
Hmm.
next Thursday.
Right.
At that time, you can either direct your customer to email or phone or something like that, which is very risky today,
Yeah.
or you can direct them to PartyWorks, where we handle a variety, much more than just the online booking part.
Right. Yeah, because that they're interested in that moment, and if you don't get them at that moment, they might lose interest. You know.
Oh, it's crazy.
Hmm.
Exactly. I just made a long trip across the US and Canada. My iPhone was my best friend for finding hotels, for
Right.
food, right? And if you're not there, you're not participating, really, you're missing out.
Yeah, you almost
So
don't
our
exist.
Yeah, so our role here at PartyWorks is really to offer some easy to learn, easy to use software,
Hmm.
because so many staff today have iPhones or iPads or computers. It all
Right.
runs on those devices, so people can check in from home. The staff can see what's going on from home or take care of business that way. In a
Right.
more mobile friendly way.
Yeah. Now, how far does it extend past the booking for what you guys do? You said you have a database. Is there something where you have a CRM attached, or how do you share the customer data with like your cut like your say you're working with a center and someone makes a booking? Do you share that with the client center that you have, or what do you guys do with that information? Or tell me a little bit about what past the booking, what that looks like.
Sure. There's several ways to get into PartyWorks, and what we call it kind of a multi-function software system, because we know that about less than 20% of the people who land on a website are actually ready to book something.
Right.
Many are shopping, they're planning, they're looking out to see what's out there. So at multiple points, if you're booking or inquiring or sharing, we're going to collect information that is stored in the PartyWorks database, and the center can then use at their, convenience for email marketing or whatever they want to do with it. So all the information stored.
I see. Okay. And then do they export that into some system to send out emails, or they can do that through your software, or where does that communication go from?
Right now it exports into Excel, so they can
Mhm.
just put it into Constant Contact or MailChimp or whatever
Wherever.
they happen to be using.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, because that's always, we were just talking to Bart about that recently, and how important that customer data really is. And a lot of people don't, a lot of proprietors haven't quite seen it. A lot have, but so they're just now starting to realize how valuable that information is.
Oh, it's critical. Yes, I
Mhm.
see us will be doing more in that area in the future. So it's a never-ending progressive stream of software development, right? We
Right.
listen to our customers. We constantly
Yeah.
listen to our customers. They tell us what they need. We engineer it in there, and we just continually solve new problems and new
Mhm.
technical challenges that come up.
Right. The never ending list of feature requests, right?
Exactly.
Can you do this?
That's
Absolutely.
what keeps us in business. I tell
Exactly.
you,
Yeah.
the most important thing I've learned is a great service ethic, right?
Yes. Mhm.
When we started, we may have been one of the first companies to do this. Now there's, a bunch of competition,
Mhm.
but the service ethic of taking care of your clients, because again, many of them have never done this. Businesses today run on software, and
Yep.
it's something they may not have been used to in the past. So they need a
Mhm.
helping hand, some guidance, some
Right.
coaching, and that's what we like to provide.
Right. Yeah, because until they feel confident using it and their customers using it, they're not really bought in until they understand it.
Yes, and it's so easy to use. They could be online in a few days, and then they
Right.
get an email, "Oh, new order came in. Oh my goodness, how great is this?"
Hey, did you like this video? Great. We make 5 of them a week. Subscribe to get more and to keep learning about what's working in the bowling industry. I'll talk to you then.